Okay, fine. Thank you all for your confirmation. Hope all had a good day. Okay, I think let us start off. Just before we do a start, I would like to just do a recap of what we have done in the last class. Yeah, we continued with our DAX function in the last class. We looked into some of the DAX functions. We understood what is the calculated columns and measures. What is the use? What is the purpose of it? Then we saw how exactly the syntax to write either the calculated column or measure. So that is the name of the measure equal to, and then we write the formula. We saw with some of these functions. Okay, like calculate function, the timeline, time interlessence functions, month YTD, total MTD, total QTD, total YTD. Then we also saw with some of the time interlessence functions like same period last year. So you want to compare last year, this same quarter, last year, same month, or last year, same day. How was the sales and how was the sales today? I want to do those kind of a comparisons. We looked into how do we do that? How do we use applying the filters? How do we use the nested functions? We looked into that. And using this particular data, how do we add to the cards or how do we get into the visualizations we looked into? And then we started with the visualizations where we looked into creating the different types of graphs. Might be a bar chart with the stacks, bar chart with the clustering, then multi-column bar chart or multi-column column chart. And we saw with the stacking, how do we do it? What is the use of it? I think we looked into a pie chart and donut chart. What is the difference between each? Okay, and things. And then we looked into a line chart. Okay, so you want to present some information for a period of time. We use a line chart. And then we understood about how do we create the area charts. How do we have a stacked area charts? Then we also saw with the ribbon charts, is it? Okay. So where we could see how to compare the ranking, how the rank changes over a period of time. We looked into it. And then mainly we saw with combo charts, how do we have a bar chart in the line chart with the secondary axis. Okay. Because the sales and profit, there is always a difference, big difference in the number. If the sales is 100, profit will be something like 5, 10 rupees, 15 rupees or something. So you cannot compare with a single axis line. So how do we go for the secondary axis line to compare this kind of a data? Yeah, we looked into this particular thing. Is that fine? I hope all this is clear. So the next, yeah, so I think this is services Power BI. So before we get into this. Fine. So today we'll go ahead with some more charts. Yeah, I think we'll see with the waterfall chart. We'll look into some of the charts like waterfall charts. So we'll see with scatter plot chart mainly, and then we'll see how do we use filters. I think we have already studied in the previous class. Is it okay? We'll look into the concept of cards, how to use the cards, and then we look into Q&A. Okay, NLP, natural language processing. How do we do it? And then finally we can see like how do you publish this as a Power BI services. Okay. Yeah. So to start off with, hey, this is your waterfall chart. Okay. When I talk about a waterfall chart, is the chart which shows like a waterfall. Okay. So it's a reverse waterfall. Okay, you can see like how the water is falling. See again, this chart is also used for presenting over a period of time. But here I want to see how the profit or how the sales have happened over a period of time, and if there is a kind of a decline, what were the causes for the decline? I want to look into those particular things. Okay, I'll look into. So I'll do one thing. I've just taken the waterfall. Let me get into the focus mode. Okay. And let me go with order date here. So just taken the order date with the sales. Okay. So I've just taken the order date and the sales. Here you can see the total sales that is done almost more than 20 lakhs. 20 million, 1.5 million, 2 million. This will be around 2.5 million. It's 2.3 million sales has been done. Okay, fine. So this is a total sales. It's 0 to 2.5 million. But you can see every year how the sales have. In the first year, the sales was just below 5 million. By the end of second year, it was just below 0.5 million. By the end of 2019, we were just below less than 1 million. Okay. So where the contribution was like, less than 500,000 in both of this one. So we see that little lesser contribution. This box is slightly smaller compared to this, very slightly smaller. So that means slightly decline in 2019. And we see that in 20, there was an increase in the sales, and 21, there was been a good response. So we see that sales have been growing, okay, in a good way, okay, compared to this 18 and this one. Fine. This is what it is. The second thing is, here we see that 2018 to 19, there is a small decline. Why it caused the decline? So what was the reason? Okay, I want to see whether a particular category had shown a lower sales, or particular region has shown a lower sales, a particular segment, okay, has shown a lower sales. We can do that as I can just take something. I want to see the region wise, how they have contributed. That is, we have a breakdown here. So I will take a region, add to the breakdown. When I add this to the breakdown, you can see here, every year they have shown a good progress. See sales. But 18 to 19 only there is a small decline in the sales. Okay, and you can see the cause of decline is okay. South region has shown a decline, big decline in the sales from 18 to 19. I think yesterday in the line chart also we understood those. So the red color, this line was showing like a decline, big decline. Okay, in 2019, and then it was slightly growing, not that very progressive growth. You can see here when it comes to South region, and the South region here is it? Okay. Okay. So when you look into this one here, the main reason was the decline in the big decline from the South region and the West region, and the kind of a marginal kind of thing for the Central region. Might be it looks like green color or whatever, but it is very, very marginal. No profit, no loss. It is the same. Central region has written the same study. East has shown a good progress from 18 to 19, but the West has declined and the South has declined a lot. South has declined a lot. Okay, and due to which we see that 18 to 19 there was a decline in the sales. But we can see in 2019 to 20, so there has been a progressive, and we can see a good competitive sales from the West region and the East region. South has done a low performance here. Okay, that is what we try to understand. So what caused, okay, for the decline of the sales? Yeah, one was the big decline from the South region and the West region. Okay, when you look into the numbers also, that is what we understood, is it? Okay, so this is your waterfall. So since it is just like a waterfall, the data is flowed. Okay, and what is they achieved at the end of this one? So this is the total sales what they did in 21. Okay, almost 7.5 million, or to say 7.5 lakh. Okay, so it is just above 6 lakhs, but this one is low, 4 lakhs, less than 5 lakhs, very less than 5 lakhs. Okay. Fine. Sure. The next thing here is we do also have a funnel chart. See, when I talk about a funnel, a chart, see, when I talk about this particular funnel chart, so funnel chart is nothing but a chart which just shows me the information of each dimension, okay, comparing with the measurable values. And see, one thing is we can have an easy comparing. Which particular, dimension has a higher measurable value, which dimension has a lower measurable value, we can easily compare it. So that is one thing, you get it. And the other major thing what we get in this one is, so we can easily see that, okay, it is in the form of a funnel. So this particular funnel chart is in the form of a funnel. So when I say it is in the form of funnel, means in the funnel what happens is in the top area we have a wide, and in the bottom, as we go to the bottom, there is a bottleneck. Bottleneck is like, smaller quantities are in the bottom. Okay. So let me take this funnel chart. I'll just get into zoom focus mode, and I'll just say here is I want to see the subcategory wise thing. I'll take the subcategory wise thing. Okay, and we can see here in the top we have phones. Phones and chairs, even though they have equal neck to neck competition, but still we can see phone is in up because phone has done slightly higher than the chair. It is in the top, so we can easily differentiate here. So which particular, no need of be giving the ranking here. It is by default sorted. So that means those particular dimension which has the highest measure will be in the top and the low measure will be in the bottom. So we can easily say that phones are top, chairs and so on. And you can see the kind of a competition also. This first and second place, that is phones and chairs, they have a very close neck-to-neck competition. But when you see this third one, they have a huge difference. You can see here 3.28 lakh and 2.25. It is more than 1 lakh difference. Here you can see it's only 2,000 difference. Small 2,000 rupees difference. But here it is more than 1 lakh difference between the second and the third. And you can see there is a close competition here. So all are competent, but this two phones and chairs, they have done extremely very good sales. They both deserve to be a top, but still the phones have done a slightly higher and it is in the top. So this is how your the chart, what is this chart called as a funnel chart is looking like. Okay. Okay, all fine with this. Okay, fine. Thank you for the responses, guys. The next thing here is, okay, this was the funnel. Let me go back and let me create another type of chart. Okay. Next one, another very interesting we'll look into is your tree map. Okay. See, mainly when I talk about a tree map, okay, a tree map is again used for comparing, okay, between the different dimensions with the respective measurable values. Okay. Let me take an example of same thing and just take it as a subcategory wise. What is this? Okay. So I've just taken here the subcategory wise. What is this? So we can see that here is phones is in the top, then chairs. You can see the arrangement of this goes from the top down and the left to right pattern. Okay. So now you can see those particular dimension, which is in the top left corner. This is the highest sales. Okay. Now we see the phones have done the highest, and you can see the size of this particular rectangle box. Okay, specifies your measurable values. Okay, it's like percentile of the measurable value it has taken, and it has been created. Where we see that the phones have done the highest sales. And we can see the phones and chairs, they both have the same size. They have the box size is almost the same. So that means, okay, they both have done a very good sales, top first and second place. But still, I say the phones is in the top. That means the arrangement is like, top down. So when you're comparing between this, the top one will be having the higher sales than the below one. The same way, if I take a left to right comparison, the left item will have the higher sales than the second item. Okay. So when you're comparing with this two, they both almost look like same. But I say this is a higher and this is the second higher kind of thing. So that is how the values are arranged. So here one main thing is what happens is I can easily come to know, okay, when you're comparing, okay, easily we can come to know which has done the better than this. Okay. So we can see here, so this is 3,30,000 and this is 3,28,000. Okay, fine. So you can see, not only that, take the region. So now, again, within this, I have just added the region here. I have added the region. So here we can see again, in the phone, okay, within the phone, how the contribution. East has done the highest contribution, then is your west, then is your central region, and then is your south region. That is how the contribution. When you see in the case of chair, west has done the highest contribution. Here west has done the second highest, but you can see chairs may, the west has done the highest contribution, east is second highest, the third highest is chair, and the fourth highest is south. That means the south has done the lowest contribution both for the phones as well as the chairs. Central is done the average kind of thing. But when it comes to the phones, the east region has done the more sales of phones, okay, than the chairs. But when it comes to chairs, the west region there was a more sales. Okay, that is what we understand, and you can see everywhere it has been divided. So I have gone to the details section. Okay, or I can take instead of category, not subcategory, I'll take a category, so you can see a better this one. Oh, customer ID is selected, is it? So I wanted to select the category ID. So each category, within that, I'll just take the region. So you can see the overall technology has done the highest, furniture and the office supply. Within the technology, you can see East has done the highest contribution, then the West. They both have done equal, but higher is the East region. When it comes to furniture, West has done the highest sales, then East, Central, and the South. South has done the lower sales in all the three this one. Okay, but you can see the West, East, and Central, they are in the competition, but South has done the lowest in every this one. So that is what is the kind of analysis you want to do. So that is where exactly we use the tree map chart. Okay. Okay, fine. The next thing is this is very important chart is scatter plot chart. Okay. See, what is a scatter plot chart? See, I'll tell you, scatter plot is nothing but a chart which is used to compare between two measurable values. Scatter plot is used mainly if you want to compare between the two measurable values. So what is the measurable value? Profit and sales. You want to compare between the profit and the sales. You want to do a comparison. So that is where exactly we use a scatter plot chart. Okay. So how do we do this? Now I need two fields here. So that is, you can see here we have x-axis and y-axis. So now x-axis is going to be a measurable value and y-axis also will have a measurable value. So that means scatter is mainly used to compare between the two measurable values. I'll take the sales and I'll take the profit. Yeah, so I've taken the sales and the profit, and you can see here the sales are going like this: 0.2 million, 2 million, 3 million, so 0.3 million something. So you want to start from 0, 0. Axis can be defined. Okay, y-axis and x-axis minimum is 0, or we can give it as auto also. It is better to be as auto. Okay, fine. So now, here what we understand from this visualization is, what is that we understand is, this is sales of 2 million and this is 3 million. So somewhere this will be 2.5 million. So this is like, more than 2 million of sales has been done. So we know that the total sales is 2.3 million. And for that, when you see the profit here, profit is 0.3 million. See, this is 2 million. This is 0.3 million. Okay. 0.3 million. This is 2 million. And this is 3 million. So when you look into that, for a sales of almost 2.5 or 2.3 million, there is a profit of, okay, less than 0.3 million. That is, okay. And we know the actual number is like, for 23 lakhs, okay, sales, we have a profit of 2.8 lakhs of profit. For a sales of 23 lakhs, we have a profit of 2.8 lakhs. That is the actual values, is it? We have it. Okay. That is the kind of a comparisons we have. Now I want to divide this based on the region wise or the category wise. I want to divide this one. So how will you do this? Okay, we'll have a look at it. Now for that, I will take the region as the values. If I take the region as the values, so you can see we have some regions in the very top, okay, and on the very right. So that means which is on the very right is like the highest sales. You can see this is the sales. For a sales of more than 0.7 million, that is more than 7 lakhs. Okay, if you know that 7.2 lakhs something, no? For that sales, so we have a profit of 100K is 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh. So almost 1.5 lakh of profit is there. For a sales of more than 7 lakhs, we have a profit of more than 1 lakh. Okay, for almost, we can see the value here. For 7 lakhs, 7.2 lakhs, we have a profit of 1.5 lakh. And when you look into this one, okay, for a sales of just below 7 lakhs, less than 7 lakhs, we have a profit of less than 1 lakh. Okay, so you can see slightly less than 7 lakhs and profit is less than, okay, 1 lakh. There is, I think this margin is big. This line is bigger than this line. So that means slightly it has given the lower profit compared to this profit comparison. So that means if I draw a line like this, if this was given over here, so if this was being given over here, then would have seen that, with the reduce of the sales, the profit also is reduced. But you can see this is below this. That means the profit is much lower. The actual profit percentage compared to this is much lower, but still it is very close. Okay. But when you see here, this one is a concern. Now this is a major concern here. For us, this is a major concern. So you can see the sales are good. Almost 0.5 million. That is 5 lakhs of sales. But when you see the profit is not even 40,000. It is less than 40,000 is the profit. For 5 million, 40,000 is the profit. That means only 8%. Okay. And when you look into this one, this has given a good profit for me. You can see. So in this we understand is those particular circles which is falling on this side is giving me a more profit, and on this side which is giving me a more sale. Okay. But if it is below this, under this line is lesser sales. Okay. Sorry, when it comes to profit wise comparison is a lower profit, and above this is a higher profit. So when you see here, the profit is a concern here. Is for almost 5 lakhs of sales, there is a profit of only 40,000. And when you compare this one, the sales is less than 4 lakhs, just 3.9 lakhs something. But when you see the profit is almost 45,000 profit. So you see this one, for 5 lakhs, it is giving me 40,000 profit. This is less than 4 lakhs. Less than 4 lakhs, I am getting a profit of 44,000. So that means here around 12% profit you are getting, but here we are getting only 7 to 8% profit. So you can see the profit, there is a reduction. There is no good profit here. Okay. Slightly low profit is okay, but this is a concern. The profit is low. See, one thing is sales are low, okay, but profit is very, very low. But here when you see here, the sales is very low. The sales is very low, but we see that, okay, it is giving a good profit percentage compared to all this. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to do more promotion on this one, and we need to boost up the profit for this. When you boost up this profit, we might be ending somewhere like, a very high profit can be ended. So we need to do more promotion to get more, increase the sales here. So that can give me a more profit. But here what I need to do, I need to do an investigation. Sales are happening, but the profit is going decline. Okay, at the end of the day, what we want is we want the profit. Because for the sales, we need to do the investment. Yeah. But profit is what we look all at the end of the day. So that is what we try to understand here. Okay, fine, got it, guys. It's completely different from whatever the charts we are learning, but it is actually very important charts for decision making for the business analyst. Okay, where I need to do an investigation, where I need to do more promotions, or where I need to invest more, so that decisions can be taken from this particular chart. Got it? Okay. Hope you people are getting. Hope I'm audible, is it? Okay, thank you. Okay, now we'll try to make it slightly, we'll go with more dimensions here. Instead of region, what I will do is I'll take a subcategory, because we have different subcategories, paper, pen, pencil, we have phones, chairs, tables, we have a binders, labels, and all these things. So I've just taken all these different subcategories, because we have 17 different subcategories. See, in this one, this is your sales, sum of sales. The x-axis is your sales, and the y-axis is your profit. Okay. If those things which is there on your extreme right, that means they are high sales. And if something which is in the top, they are high profit. Okay. So we see this is very high profitable, and this is high sales. Now we see that these two, they have done extremely very high sales. Sales-wise, you can see they are extremely high. Means they are very far away from this. You can see from this, we saw that first, second, and the third, the competition was a big difference. First and second, there is a very close competition, neck to neck competition. But the second one, there is for the third place, there are a huge difference. Fine, no problem. But we see that these two are doing a really very good sales. They have done a very good sales. So that means when you focus on this, we'll come to know the values, or you can even add the visuals there. Yeah, we'll add the data labels to know what is that. Okay. So how do we add the data labels here? So I'll go to the visualization. I'll go to the category level. Should we make sense? Yes. So we understand that phones and chairs, they have done a very good sales. And when you see the sales value here, phones have done a sales of 3.3 lakhs, and chairs have done a sales of 3.28 lakhs, very close sales. But when it comes to profit, this has given me a good profit. You can see I'm getting a profit of 44,000. Here I'm getting a profit of only 26,000. I'm getting a profit of 44,000. Here I'm getting a profit of 26,000. So we see that even though they both have done a very good sales, but when it comes to profit wise, this is a very good, very high profit. You can see there is a big difference between this profit, phones and chairs. The profit wise, there is a big margin. Okay, fine, we understand that. So that means we can see here the profit wise, we compare like this. Just about 20,000, this is more than 40,000. is the profit. There is a big margin difference in the profit. That means phones have given me a better profit than the chairs. So chairs has equally done the same sales as that of the phones, but when it comes to profit, it is almost half of the profit what phones have given. It is almost half. Okay, this is 44,000. This is only 26,000 in the profit. Okay, fine. That is one thing we understand. Okay. Now, when you look into this one, those things which is in the very top, they are like high profit. Those which is in the top, they are high profit, which is one, the copier. We understand? The copier has given a very good profit. But when it comes to the sales, not even half of it. You can see 1,50,000 is the sales. So here we had a sales of almost 3.5 lakhs. And here it is just even less than 1.5 lakhs. So that means not even half. Okay, much lower than the half of the sales. When it comes to sales wise, much lower than the half of it. But when it comes to the profit, so you can see this has given up me a profit of almost 40 to 60, that means around 55,000. And this is giving me only 26,000. Where is 26,000 and where is 55,000? More than double profit. Less than half of the sales, but more than double profit is the copiers compared to the chairs. Even compared to the phones, less than half of the sales, but almost 20% or 30% better profit than what the phones have given to me. Okay, so what the investors will look in, they will look in on this one, because for a less investment, for a less sales, we have a good profit. Profit margin is very good. For 1,50,000, we are getting almost 55,000 plus. Means almost 35, 37, 38% profit you are getting. In this, for almost 3.3 lakhs, they are getting 26,000, means 7 to 8% profit. Here for 3 lakh 30,000, 44,000, that means 11%. Here 7 to 8%, here 11%. Here you are getting 35, 38% profit. 37 to 38% profit. So I'll be happy to invest on this one. Lower sales, but the profit is very good. Okay, that is what we understand. And we see that, okay, storage is much low sales. A profit is almost same like chairs, slightly lower than the chairs, but almost same. But when you see that binders, half of this, phones and chairs, it is 2 lakhs. Here it is almost 3.3 lakhs. But when it comes to the profit, it is better than chairs. Okay, better than the storage and all these things. Fine? That is what we understood. And we understand that, these are good profit. The copiers, accessories, the papers. When you see the papers, the sales are low, very low, but the profit is almost third place, no? Third or fourth place profit. Okay. So what is that I think is, I always invest on these things. Okay. So where you can see the sales are low, the profit is good. So that is what we look into it. Okay. So accessories and phones, you can see accessories is less than half of the sales, but the profit is almost the same. Slightly lower, it looks like, slightly lower profit than the phone, but sales is less than half of it. Is it? So that is what. So in this case, what we actually do is we try to create a 4 quadrant for this. So let me create a 4 quadrant. This is 0 to 3 lakhs, no? There is 1.5 lakh, something like this. Yeah. I'll just create a 4 quadrant for this. And I'll just say 20,000 3, 25,000. I just create 4 quadrant here. So now this is your sales and this is your profit. Now, those values which comes over here, okay, so is nothing but these are low sales and the low profit. See, that means the sales numbers are low and the profit also is low. Okay, so that means these things, the sales are low, profit is also low. So where we need to boost up the sales so that we can get a better profit. So those products which comes in this range, like tables, machines and things, their sales are good. But when you see the profit, here it is 0. This is minus 20,000. Minus profit. Okay, very, very low profit, like 0. So it is very close to 0. It is 3,000 profit, no? That is the number we know. Okay, so these are like, when you see here, the sales are good. High sales. Sales are good. The sales numbers are good. But when it comes to the profit, it is low profit. And when you see here, the chairs also is falling under this category, high sales and a kind of a low profit. So, but it is better. This is 3,000. This is 26,000. Better off to that, but we can see it is falling into this particular thing. Okay. And when you see this one, this is falling in this particular range. We just draw a circle kind of thing. So you can see this is like it is very close to the what to say low profit, but at the same time it is close to the low sales also. It is close to this low sales as well as it is close to the low profit. Okay. Fine. Now those things which is coming over here, they are like high profit. Profit is high, the sales is low. Low sales. Sales are low, the profit is high. So whatever, like papers, copiers, accessories, their sales are high. You can see copiers, accessories, and this one. Sorry, sales is low because sales are this side, no? This side, sales is low. But when you see the profit is high. So that is high profit with the low sales. So that means here this is generating a good profit for me. So when you see the profit percentage of paper, copiers, and accessories, they are giving me a good profit. Okay. So now when you look into this one here, these are like high sales and high profit. We got a high profit because the sales was good. We are getting a good profit. You can see phones comes in high profit. The reason is sales are high. Okay. When it comes to binders, so yeah, the sales are good, almost more than 2 lakhs, and the profit is just around 26,000. Okay, but if this was 1 lakh, would have been falling in this way. Okay, so they are like high sales, high profit. So now what we need to do here? So now this is okay, fine, but this is a major concern. This is a major concern for me. Sales are good, the profit is low. So here I need to do a proper investigation. Now, why exactly the profit is low? Cost cutting. Okay, but we need to know, like sales are happening, but we have a lot of overhead costs, or might be the place where we are invested, where the stock, goods, and transportation, maybe we are spending more, might be on the shipping we are spending more, or maybe the stores what is there, so we need to pay more rent, might be more manpower is there, we need to we are paying more the salary, wages, and all these things there, might be various factors. We need to look into those things. That investigation has to be looked into. Or might be the product is been see something like if it is an eatable product, you have an expiry date, and if you are selling a close to expiry date, we have to sell it with a big margin because you cannot sell when it is expired. Okay, so when the product is not moving and it is closing to the expiry, we give some heavy discount, 70, 80%, 90% discount, and we try to just push that particular product because after expiry we are not supposed to sell that. Is it? So all those kind of can be a factor. We need to look into those investigation on those things. Why the profit is so low? Okay, so you can see here the sales have happened, but when you see the profit is minus 20,000, just very close to minus 20,000. That is almost minus 18,000 is the profit. So for a sales of more than 2 lakhs, that means sales are good, but profit is what? So who wants to do the business here? Who wants to invest in this? That means whatever they have invested, they have not getting that also. If they invest 2 lakhs, they are getting 1,80,000 as a return. Forget about the profit. They are not even getting 2 lakhs for what they have invested. Is it? So here at least they are getting good profits. Here you can see we invest 1,50,000 and you are getting another 50,000 as a profit. So I'll be happy to invest 60,000 profit you are getting on this. Okay, I'll be happy to invest on this one now. Then whatever you invest in, we are not able to get that one also. It's a negative profit. So we need to do a kind of research. And here when you see this is like low sales and the profit is low. Okay, so these are negative. So what we can do is, this one thing, okay, we have neglected because this is small items and we have done a low sales. So we need to see like how we can increase the sales of this. So how we can increase the sales? If I increase the sales, this will shoot up like this. So when it shoots up here, so it will come to that category of what is say low sales, high profit. Okay, so that is what we all wanted. Okay, with a less investment, we want more returns. Okay, so that is what is the kind of analysis we can do from this kind of a scatter plot. Got it, guys? Hope all understood. Yeah, all can try this. Yeah, I'll just give some I think I'll give some 3-4 minutes time. You can try this. I think 3 minutes time should be good enough. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Hope all are able to try this. Okay. See, I've just filled the color based on the gradient, based on the sales value. Higher sales in blue color, the lower sales in the red color. Or maybe like, I want to do it based on the profit. So if you want to fill the color, okay, you have this particular thing called as profit. I just clear this. Right now, what is happening? It is being colored based on the subcategory name, the name of the subcategory, the color has happened. Now you want to fill this based on the profit or based on the sales. You have this FX. Click on this, and I say I want to fill this based on the profit. Okay, I can just search for this profit based on the profit, and I say I want to see highest profit in green color. I just say I want highest profit in green color, and I say the lowest profit I want in red color. Okay, the lowest profit in red, highest profit in green color. Say okay, good, and that's it. And you can see here those particular products which is giving me the higher profit is in the green color. Okay, and you can see it shades out here. That is combination of red and this one, and you can see reddish color. You can see that low profit, and you can see very red color is negative profit. Red color is negative profit. Green color is a profit, positive profit. Okay, fine. If you want, you can just show with this particular coloring. I hope this scatter plot is clear, no? So one more thing here is, a scatter plot is one such plot here which can have animation. Out of all these plots, this is the only plot which can have animation. Apart from that, we have more, say, visual, okay, with the help of which you can do the animation. So there we have a lot of animation plots also. But out of the default charts, what we have, this is one type of chart where we can apply the animations on. Okay. So now we have a play axis for this. You can see for the scatter plot, we have a play axis. Okay. In the play axis, what I will do, I want this to be shown how this particular sales have happened, the subcategory wise sales, over a period of time, might be like, year wise. Okay, I'll take the order date here and I'll place it into the play axis. I've taken the order date and I just placed it into the play axis. And you can see you automatically get this particular kind of a play button. Oh, it is playing, every day wise. Okay. So what I will do is I'll just convert this order date to hierarchy. And here, this play is happening. Yeah. Got it? So we can also go like this. So we can click. So we can see in 2018, so the copiers were nowhere. So we see that the copiers, where is the copiers here? So you can see a very low sales, a very low profit. When you see in 20, this one, copiers was done a sales of only 10,000 and the profit was only 2,900. That is 3,000 for 11,000 of sales. Okay, 10,000 change. When you see in 2019, you can see 2019, it has shown a progress. Okay, so here there is a sales of 26,000 and the profit of 9,000. Okay, so what was the previous, this one, 10,000 was the sales and 3,000 was the profit. Some 2,000 change was the profit. Okay, for 10,000. Now 26,000 and 10,000 is a profit. That means profit has increased. Sales have increased. Almost from 10,000 it has come to how much? 26,000. That is two and a half folds. Okay, 254% sales have increased. Okay, and the profit also has increased 300. That is 30%. Yeah, that is almost 30%. No, almost 10,000 for 27,000. So that means almost 30%, more than 30% increase. Okay, so profit also has increased. And when you see in 20, we see that still it has grown. You can see from 26,000 sales, it has come to 49,000. Okay, the profit from 10,000, from 9,000 change, it has come to 17,000. And you see in 21, so we see that the copiers in 2018, it was a small baby, like, very low sales and the low profit. And you can see over a period of time, 2019, it showed a good positive sign, progressive sign by adding almost 250-fold, 250% higher in the sales and good percentage of the profit also. Okay, profit also from 3,000, it came to 10,000. Okay, and you can see the similar kind of a growth we saw in 20 and 21. It was a big growth. So we see that overall, when you see also, this is in the top. But when you see in 2018, this was not the top. Okay, you can see phones and chairs, always they are doing a very good sales. And we see in 2018, the highest profit was from the phone. And obviously, they have done an extremely very good sales. And obviously, the profit number has to be bigger only. Okay, and you can see the chairs are lower. Okay, but there was no other competition. So there's no other products which is giving a better profit than this also. Okay, but you can see they will just continue the same thing. That means what we understand is in 2019, okay, the sales of this has reduced, and you can see this got less, slightly this one, and you can see some of the products, they showed some kind of a progress. And when you see this, so they did not show much progress. Since they were in the top, they were being in the top only, that's it. But you can see this people or this subcategory, they showed some kind of a positive attitude. They showed some kind of a positivity in that, and they showed some kind of a good progressive sales. But when you see in 2021, so this they retained there itself. You can see in 2021, phones have done the very good sales, chairs have reduced the sales. And you can see the profit wise, okay, obviously for higher sales, it has to give the higher profit. But you can see in 2021, so this has done a very good profit. Accessories have done a better profit than this one. So almost, this is like more than how much? 100K, it's double the sales, but lower profit than accessories. Okay, this too has done. Papers, you can see here, same profit. When it comes to the profit of this and profit of this is same. And when it comes to sales, it is almost 300% of bigger sales, or almost 400%. So you can see just 20,000. This is just about 20,000, 25,000 something. So this is more than 1 lakh. You can see 4 times higher sales and giving me the same profit. So what I will do, with 25 rupees, if I'm getting 20 rupees, I'll be happy to invest there. For, you say, for 125 rupees, you're just getting a profit of 20 rupees. But here you're investing 25 rupees and you're getting a profit of 20 rupees. I'll be very happy to invest on this one. No? And we see that in 2021 alone, this one has done a very good sale. Okay, so here when you see this, they are able to analyze it, how things are happening. You can change the speed and all these things. Okay, we can get into this particular cosmetics. Here we can set the speed and all these things can be done. Okay, fine. I hope that is clear. Okay, this is a really very useful chart for taking a better decision, guys. Okay, this is the only chart which has animation out of the default chart. Apart from that, we have more advanced visuals where we have animated charts and all the things. But with the default charts, this is one which has the highest to this. Yes. Okay. Okay. You can try adding this axis. Okay. So that is what I have done here is, in the play axis, I have added the year and I have changed the hierarchy and selected the year. Otherwise, day-wise, it will show the animation. Fine. Clear with this. I hope it is clear with this, the scatter plot. Okay. Next is we'll look into some of the geographical charts, geo charts, map. We have this particular map here, and we also have a filled map here. So we look into this. Map is used mainly when you want to present some data based on the geographic location, like state-wise sales, city-wise sales, the country-wise sales. Okay, you want to present some information based on the geographic location. So we use this particular map chart. Okay, we'll look into this. I will take this particular map. Okay, and then this is my map, is it? And in this particular map, what will I do is I need a geographical field here. I'll take a state. We have a state. It is taken into a location. Yeah. So you can see, according to my data, I have only the states which belongs to United States. Okay. And it has created, it has zoomed in only for the United States, and it shows bubbles over there telling that these are the different states where the sales have been done. So according to your data source, okay, according to your source data, these are the state names which is there for which you have the sales. Okay. The next thing here is what I wanted. I wanted to show the information. This bubbles, what is there? I want to resize this bubbles. Okay. So that means I wanted to be shown this particular bubble size based on the sales value. I will take the sales value, add to the bubble size. What did I do here? I just took the sales, added to the sum of sales, bubble size, sales value to the bubble size. So now you can see the bubbles have got resized. The bubbles have got resized. And when you see the size of the bubble here, as those particular states where the sales were high, it's having a bigger bubble, and those states where the sales are low is having a smaller bubble. In general, you want to increase the size, you can go for this particular visualizations here, and we have a bubbles here, and we can increase the size of this. Yeah, you can see here, not too much also. Okay, so you can see here the bubble size have just modified here, so that is in general. But this particular sizing will be done based on the sum of sales what you have added. So based on the sales value, that is based on the measurable value. So we can easily come to know that California, New York has done the highest sales compared to the other. Apart from that, we have a Washington, Texas, Florida. They have done kind of above average sales. And when you look into that, we have a small bubbles here. Their sales have done in this particular states also, but comparatively very low. So outstanding sale is the California and New York. Yeah, you can try this. I'm just giving 2 minutes time. Okay. I've changed the color based on the profit value. I've changed the color based on the profit value. Okay. We see that those particular bubbles, which is in green color, they are the high profit, and those which are in the red color is the low profit. Okay. Or you can say if it is low profit, not negative profit. Clear? All clear, guys? Interesting? Dark red is like, negative profit here. Okay, the very low profits. Coloring I've done based on the profit. So we see that California and New York, they've not only done a very good sales, and they have also given a very best profit for me. Washington has shown a good profit for me. Yes. But there are some kind of a dark reds. They are like, low or negative profits and so on. Okay. Fine. All clear with this? Okay. Before we go further, I would like to take another map here. Yep. Okay. Next is, we will take this filled map. Okay, I'll take the filled map. When I talk about this particular filled map, let me zoom it. So this is going to fill. Okay, so let me take the same thing. I would like to say, based on the state-wise, what is the sales? Okay, and as usual, fill color. I want to fill this based on the sales value. Based on the sales, I want to fill the color. The highest sales to the lowest sales, dark to blue. See, this is the highest sales and the light is the lower sales. Or you want to fill based on the profit. Fine, I think this should be good. Lower you want in kind of a reddish color. High and low sales. So we are just trying to get it. Okay, fine. Map settings, we have even the aerial view, the different views are there for the map. Okay, you want to make it as a dark view. Yep, I think default is actually a good one, that you have the options. Review, I think the default is really good one. Okay, fine. I hope this should be fine with the visuals. Next is we'll see with how do we add some cards and how do we create a dashboard reports. And we'll see how do we publish this into the Power BI service. Any questions so far, guys? Hope it's interesting. You want to try? Okay, good. I think in that case, I think we'll take a break, guys. Okay, we'll resume back in 10 minutes time. If all fine. Yeah. Let's go for a break and we'll resume back. Hi everyone. Hope everybody are back. Hello. Hope everybody are back, guys. Cool. Good to see. Yeah, chalo, we'll continue. Okay. So now, yeah, that was about the different types of visuals. There are a lot of visuals, guys. There are a lot of visuals, like, even you like, you want to create some kind of advanced visual also is there. So something like, we have this particular more option, get more visuals. When you hit on this, we have something called as get more visuals. And for this, you need to have account, which generally doesn't support your regular email ID. So you need to have a corporate email ID. So to sign in. So in this, you get a lot of charts, different types of charts are there. Like say example, I want to have a word cloud. So where I want to see all the states or city-wide sales, whatever is happening, okay, in the form of a text, a cloud text, okay. We can have informatics charts. We can have a scrollable text, okay, sunburst chart. There are a lot of charts can be created, okay. So you just select this, say add, and just selected the word cloud. So you can see a new chart will be added here as the word cloud. Go back here. Yeah. The visual was successfully imported. That is your word cloud. You can see here. And so let me take this example here, the word cloud. What is needed for this here? See, mainly we use this word cloud as when you have more number of, any dimension has more unique values. Okay, like we have 49 states. Okay, I want to display all the name of the states. And I wanted to present it based on the sales value. I want it to be resized, something. So I can take the state. It shows me all the states, whatever is there. Fine. And I want the states to be shown based on the sales value. Yeah. So, and you can see here, the states which has the higher sales is in big font, and the states which has the lower sales is in the small font. Okay, fine. They are just in a different angle. Now I want to rotate this. So I can go to the visualizations here, format, and we have a rotate text. Say, I don't want the rotation. I say 90 0. 0. Yeah. And we have a word stops. I want it. Okay. Fine. So you don't want the orientations, no? You can just go for it. Yeah. Word breaking, I'll just say on. No, I don't want the word breaking. So when you on, no, new becomes a different state, and the York become different state. So we have those kind of a names, no? Okay. So now when I say avoid the word breaking, so it is if there is a word, it is taking as one word. You can see. So here we see that. So this is the various states the sales have happened, and out of which we can see the big font is California and New York. So we understand that California, New York is something like top in the sales, and then is your Washington, Texas is there, Florida is there. So it's kind of a top sales. Okay, we can understand those kind of info. Okay, that is what is this thing we are trying to able to get it. So like that, so we have many charts more. We have something called as a sunburst chart here, get more visuals. I just give some examples here. So I can go with the sunburst. There's also one more, like a donut chart, but it has a drill option. Just say add it. Okay, and I'll just add sunburst. So just visualize, zoom it. And in the case of sunburst, what I will do is groups, we can add it. So I'll just say add a category, and within the category, I can add a subcategory, and I want the sales value. Sales is my value. So we can see that technology, furniture, office supplies, how the sales have happened, and we can see under technology how this has happened. Or I'll do one thing else. I'll take a segment, and instead of subcategory, we see that consumer has done the highest, corporate and home office done the lowest. More than 50% of the sales is done by the consumer itself. Now within the consumer, I want to see each category wise how the sales have happened. I'll take the category under that. So under consumer, we can see technology, furniture, office supplies, how much contribution is there. How much contribution is there. Okay. And I want to, so something like this. Under each, say the category, I want to see the region-wise sales. I can add even the subcategory also. So I would like to add a region-wise how the contribution has happened within that. Okay. So west, east, south, and central region under each this one. So region-wise, or might be like under the segment region-wise sales, and within the each region the category, different category sales. Fine. So we get this. Now what I can do is I want to see the consumer. I just hit on the consumer. So it tells me the consumer has done 50% of sales, 50.5%, almost 51%. And now when I say in the consumer west region, so when you see this consumer west region, we have a sales of 15.8%. Sales done by the west region consumers. Now if I talk about west region office supplies, we have 5.9%. You can see 15%, here it is 5.9%. The same west region corporate, west region is 9.8%. Now, the west region or east region in the consumer has done 15.28%. Out of that, technology. So you can see that technology contribution is 5.9%. That means the consumer segment, east region, technology, the sales is 5.9%. Okay. We have this kind of burst options where you can have multiple categories and all. So this is much far ahead than what you use the donut chart. No? So what is talk about a pie chart is a flat. That is just a circle that shows a pie. But I can have a hole and I can use that for adding another measure. But you can see so interactive charts here. Okay. So information we can extract it. So you don't have to do any kind of a calculative fields, nothing. So everything has been done automatically. Yeah. Okay. If I have to get all those things, I have to use a DAX function to get all those calculations to that particular level of filtering, and then I have to get, okay, it takes a lot of time. But you can see with the help of this tick, 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 and the job is been done. Okay, it's that easy and that informative. And so like that, as I said, Power BI supports more than 250 plus different types of charts, and the numbers are growing, guys. Okay, and so that options you'll get in the more visuals, and for that you need to have a corporate account. Okay, with a general account you'll not be able to do it. I think, or I think you can create a kind of a Microsoft account. Maybe you can just try it out. So if you have a corporate account, so this is option is completely available. But it doesn't support for your regular ID like email, Gmail, Hotmail, and things. No, it doesn't support that. Okay, cool. So fast, and you can see all this stuff. Okay, great. Fine. I hope you got some idea of what kind of visualizations we can do in this one. Is it? Okay, fine. So now next is we have something called as a card. Okay, what is a card here? When you talk about a cards, you see that when you're seeing the cricket match, you see that scorecards, you know. So what exactly a scorecard does, it gives you a summarized information in the form of some numbers. Okay. See, something like, when you're watching the cricket, the very important thing what is needed for us is what is the current run rate, what is the required run rate, and we want to know, like, how much for how many, like, what is the score and how many wickets. I say it's like, 152 for 4. So what is the number of runs and the number of wickets? Okay. So these are something like the information which people look at they want to know if it in the first glance, or like people who are not watching the match also, like if they're asking somebody about the score, they ask like, okay, what is the score? Means like, for how many runs for how many wickets? Something like, that kind of numbers information. You wanted a brief info or something, so you want to get it. So that is the kind of a cards you see when you're watching the cricket, that's always been shown there. So the same way, I want to display some information. I want to know what is the total sales, average sales. I think in the DAX we saw with the cards again. So getting a profit percentage, per sales for a particular what do you say state, California sales, California profit percentage in California, profit percentage in Texas. Yeah, we did a lot of things. Okay. Anyway, here I've taken a different sheet here. I don't have a DAX function. With the help of the DAX function, we can get more analytics information, and you want to present that. So we can use this particular, what you say, cards. So cards are used for presenting something. So it can be used for presenting all types of data. It can be for numbers, text, as well as for the dates. Fine. Now let us take an example. I want to know what is the total sales. Okay, just take the sales here. So just tell me what is the total. And I want to see, this is mainly very useful when you're creating the dashboards, because in the dashboards it is not only a collection of visuals. Apart from the visuals, we'll try to have this kind of a what is a metrics, KPIs. So where we just try to show, okay, what is the total sales, what is the total profit, what is the total amount of quantity it has happened. So fine. So when I'm doing this, I want this to be a little enhance the cosmetic of this. Okay. I'll just select this. I'll just go to the visualizations here. And let me work on the cosmetics. Here is category value. And I just say, okay, fine. Sum of sales, I think that should be fine. Okay. And okay. You want to do some changes here. I just say is general. We'll try to change the background. This looks good. Or I would like to add a black color. This looks good. And I'll go for the general visual here. Call out value is there, no? I'll just make this as white. And what was the other one? Category label, I'll also make this as white. Sum of sales. It's good. Okay. Fine. Sure. I think this is looking better. See, in the background and all the things. And then what else I want to do on this cosmetic work? So you can change the font style and all those things are there. We can do. We can add even the kind of the shadow effects if you want it. What kind of a shadow effects you want to have. Color for the shadow. Yes. Outside, inside, bottom right. You want to add it. Sorry. Okay. Fine. So we can do all the cosmetic works, guys. So a lot of things can be done. Visual borders you want to have and all these things. So I think we have some. They can do a lot of this one. Sure. I have just done this. Now this is the total sales. I want to show the total profit. If I have to show the total profits, I need another card here. And I want to show the profit here. I also want to show the total quantity sold. I'll take another card here. And I say this time I want to show the quantity. Good. Now what I want is, I want to apply the same formatting for this also. A background, full color, font, and all these things. Exactly, I want the same thing. Okay. So in that case, we can do the format painter. We can use the format painters, what we do in Excel or in the Word documents. No. Select this. We have a format painter. Just copy it. Select this format painter. Copy. One shot. Clear? Easy. I think it looks good. Easy, cool, good. Okay. Now, I'll do one thing. I just add some chart here. And I would like to show the region-wise sales. Now, if I select the south, you can see this is showing the information of south. If I select the central, yep, east. You can see automatically it is also getting filtered. Got it? Or can try this. Okay, fine. Got it with this. Creating this particular card, as well as how do we get this into the charts. Fine. Okay. The next thing is we do also have a QA. You know, QA is question answers. I does this NLP, natural language processing. When I talk about the natural language processing is like, you know, how you write a query for Google. Okay. You want to get some information from the Google. What we say, we just write in a general English and it will automatically sense based on the keywords that you have given and it will try to get you the answer. Okay. You want to do a similar kind of thing. So we have this particular thing called as Q&A. Okay. I've just taken this particular Q&A. Can we zoom out? No. Okay, so we just have this. So here you can see in the Q&A, what I'll do is I'll just do it in the separate sheet. And I'll take this QA. Oh, we don't have a zoom out, is it? So, okay, you don't have a focus mode on this one. So I was just looking for that. I think cool. See, when I talk about Q&A, it's something like a Google questionnaire. So you get a question box here and you type a question, you get the answer. And before that, you can see it gives you also some kind of a suggestion here. So see, you're working on a data source called as orders. Okay, and it has some set of fields. It has some set of fields here, and we'll be working with this particular set of fields. Okay. Now what I will do here is I just want to know what is the total number of cities are there, total profit over time. So when you hit on this, you can see automatically try to create a chart which shows me the total profit over a time period, how it has been there. Okay. So yeah, when you hit on this, it does it. Yeah. Over a time period, okay, the chart has been created for me. Okay, so how the profit has happening over a period of time. The profit was low here, and you can see there was a big profit here. There is big spike over here. There's low profit. Or like say example, I want to see the region-wise sales. I'll just give a simple question. I want to see each region how the sales have happened. So I'll just say region-wise sales. Okay, show me the region-wise sales. Yeah, so I just say region sales. Now I want to see region profit. Each region wise, what is the profit? I say profit and sales. So as soon as I say profit and sales comparison, you can see it is trying to prefer going for the scatter plot. Okay. So because profit and sales for region. So instead of region, if I say subcategory. Each subcategory wise. So this is like, the Q&A. So just put a simple question, and based on that, it will try to generate the answer for you, and you'll get that. Interesting. So I say sales, year-wise sales. Okay. It is not able to understand year-wise, year sales. Okay. Or I want to see the sales for monthly sales. Month-wise broken down based on the month-wise. Easy. So we can have this kind of a page here where it's just like a simple questions what you ask for how you ask for the Google, no? Similar way you ask the question and you get the answer for it. All trying it out. I'm just giving 2 minutes time, guys. You can try this Q&A. I think this advanced chat you will not be able to. You have corporate accounts? No. So in that case, I don't think so. You're able to get into that. What it says, more chats, no? Arman, ha. Okay. Okay, I think I'll just check with the ATH team. What is the option? They should have an alternative for that, I think. Somebody missed out this. I just want to repeat. I'll just do that. Hey, it's very simple. There is a ready thing here called as Q&A. Just select the Q&A. Okay. That's it. Okay, show all suggestion. It gives you some suggestion. Total sales by city. So this will show as city-wise sales. Yep. I say now. Okay. So they have some kind of a cities, sales and the discount, totals, how many ship modes are there, mode of shipments. We have 5 modes of, you can see it is giving even me the cards, how many modes of shipments are there. Okay, so those things. Or I say, no, you want to write a questions here. As usual, I said, you can write the questions. Yes. No, no, not based on what you have done. So this will automatically, see, it is like, dynamically at runtime based on, see, I have not created this, that metrics and all this, I did not do that. The DAX function, whatever I did, it was in a separate sheet. This is a new file I'm using. So here I have not done any DAX function or anything. So it is automatically, so based on the question, I just want to know number of, I say, of states. I'll ask a question as I want to know the number of states. So you can see there are 50 states. What is happening, it is automatically creating a calculations and then it is trying to create a card and will try to show you to you. So it's like how Google works or something similar to that. So yeah, so it is a really amazing thing. Okay, this is how it is working. Now, if you want to know how many cards and how many states are there and all these things, what is that we need to do? I can take the card here and I can just take the states here. Where is the states here? States into this field. Okay, it is showing all the first state, but I say I want to get the count of states. Select this count. See, when I give a count, we have 10,000 rows, we'll have that because every row has a state. But it has to count only the unique state. For that, what I will do, I'll select this as a distinct count. Repeated value will be taken only once. So we have 50 states. Yeah, you want to get this information. So we have a 50 states. Get this formatting to this. And I say, if I select in the central region, we have 13 states. South region, we have 11 states. East region, we have 14 states. West region, we have 11 states. Like how many customers are there? You want to get it. So you can do it like this card. Add the customer name here. It is showing the first customer. I say I want to get the number of customers. Select this, count distinct. This will show me the number of customers. 686. That means when you see the overall, we have 794 customers. And in the West region, we have 686 customers. Central region, we have this. South region, we have this. So that means overall customer is only 794. And when you see in the West region, out of 794, 8. So that means the same customer would have done sales in the different region also. Got it? Useful matrix. Very useful, this thing, when you go to the dashboards, guys. Okay, fine. See, the other information that you can get here is, I want to know the state which has done the highest sales. So what I will do, I'll take the card here. I'll take the name of the state into this. This will show me the state, but it is showing the state which is coming the first. It is sorting it, and Arizona is the first state. Hey, I want it to be shown based on the sales. So what will I do? I'll just go to this visual. Okay, for this card, I'll take the filters here, and I'll say I want to get this particular filter, okay, based on the sales value. Sales, add a data field here, and I'll just say top N analysis here. I say top 1 based on the sales value. Washington is the state which has done the highest sales in the West. Overall is the California. Florida. It's not the first state. Okay. I'll take the state, add to this. I want to filter based on the top N, top one based on the sales value. Yeah. Fine. I just want to get this particular info, guys. I'll show you once again. See, I want to see the state which has done the highest sales. I want to see the state which has done the highest sales. So for this, what I will do here is I'm adding the card here. Adding the card, and you can see in the card, I will just add the state name. Okay, when I add a state name here, it is showing the state based on the alphabetical order. Okay, but I want to see that state which has done the highest sales. So what will I do is, I go to the card level filter, and I just say, I want to get the state here. So that is first state here. We have a add data field here. I'll just select the state, and here I have a top analysis because I want to get the top 1 state. I say top N, and I'll say I want to get the top 1. Based on what you want to get the top 1? I want to get the top 1 based on the sales value at the data field here. And this, you need to say apply filter, then it gets applied. So you can see the highest sales state is California. If you want to cross check this, I can show in the table here. I'll take the state wise. What is the sales? State wise, what is the sales? And I'll sort this based on this one. California is the highest. Okay. So if I select the South region, you can see in the South region is Florida. So if I divide this based on the region, there is a region here. So I want to get only the South. Okay, I need to compare in the South. If you compare, no, you'll get it. So within that, if I just try to get the South region, we need to filter it here. Region, I'll just take only the South. In the South region, Florida is the highest sales. Okay. When I say East region, we can see New York is the highest sales. And if I say the Central region, Texas is the highest sales. Okay. And you can see I don't have to do all these things. When I say South region, the Florida, Central region, Texas, highest sales. In the East region, New York. In the West region, California. Overall, if I deselect, California is the highest. Got it? Sales which has done the highest, the state which has done the highest sales, the customer which has done the highest sales for me. I can get all this particular information. I want to know which customer who has done the highest sale for me. I'll take the card here, and I want to show the name of the customer first thing. Fine. And on this, I want to filter based on the customer name, and I will take this as, instead of basic filtering, I'll go to the top end. I'll say 1, and that has to be done based on the sales value. Okay, apply. Arun Bargan is the customer who has done the highest sale for me. You can go and check it out in the table. You should be able to get that. So customer wise, who has done the highest sales, I can see the customer. I can take the table. I say customer name and the sales. Sean Miller, and why it is Arun Bargan there. Sean Miller, I think that time it was filtered, so Sean Miller is this one. So if I select the South region, then you can see, okay, he's from South, is it? In this Central region, Tamara Chan is the highest customer who has done the highest. It was Central region. No, you can filter in, we can just check that. That you'll believe me, no? Or if I put it in this one, no? I'll take the region into the column. Yeah. Oh, we can start from here on this. Right. Got it, no? Interesting? Yeah, guys? Clear with the visuals? This is how we create a dashboard. It's collection of visuals, collection of what you see this particular cards. Okay. And you can see the interactivity, the way it is happening. This itself is your dashboard. It's a report. You publish this into your Power BI services and publish it. Okay. Fine. I think this should be fine for today. We have seen with advanced charts, I can say waterfall chart, funnel chart, scatter plot chart, where we understood about the different quadrants, okay, where to investigate, where to do more promotions, okay, things. As see, for publishing, you need a corporate account, okay. On a single click, it gets published. Okay, we'll just see, like, with the ATS team, what is the alternative can be done. I'll show it in the next session, I think. Or if you want to, see, if you want to publish, it is very simple. Just hit on this publish. It will automatically take to the Microsoft Power BI desktop. First we need to save this particular file. This file I have already saved as 22nd Jan. Okay. Since you're asking, I'll just show it. Hardly takes time. To the workspace, select this. Okay, but you cannot publish unless until you have a corporate account and things. I already have published it. I'm just replacing it. Yeah, is there. It is done. Publishing to the Power BI service is done. And you can see on the Power BI service, I'm opening this particular. And you can see the same interface. You're getting on the browser, all the charts and everything. And it is on your, this one. And here we have the options of downloading. All the pages are there. We have a files downloading, export, share. All these options, yes, you can directly share this particular file. Or I have used the Trail account, a Pro account. And they give you 90 days Pro account, or 60 days, or 48 days is left for me. Yeah, check it out. So with the corporate ID, you can take one Pro account. These are Otherwise, the paid this one. So pro account, they give it for 60 days, 60 or 90 days they give it. Okay. So for me, trial that we can do Jugano. Yes, it has the options of downloading to a different formats and download this file, download this page, export this page, link, copy, sharing through the via mail, the link, all these options are there. Okay. I hope the session was informative. Last week I just had a net issue something. I'm really very sorry for that. I hope so yesterday and today both the day was informative, so we could learn a lot of things. It was a good learning this week. Okay. Yeah, definitely. So I think now we have done almost most of the charts and things. You can try. I think you have a lot of work to do. The coming week you can do prepare on or work on all those particular different types of charts and things, even the number cards and how do we apply the filters and things. Yeah. So we'll go ahead further with publishing and little advanced options we can see in the next week. Okay. Any questions are there? I can take up another 2-3 minutes. We can conclude the session. Thank you all guys for your interactivity. Okay. So it really motivated me, and I hope I was able to thanks all. Okay. Have a great week ahead. A good learning. Have a good week, and see you all the next week. Okay. Thank you. Okay, fine. Thank you all guys. We'll conclude today. See you on the next week. Okay. Thank you all.
गाने वाले इसमें से वीडियो हटा दी क्या तो चल रही थी, खत्म हो गई थी वो, हैं खत्म हो गई थी।